Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Does Steffy's fury put Ridge in a hard place? Steffy Forrester and Maggie Larkin. Ridge Forrester on December 30th, 2024. Steffy Forrester quickly makes Ridge Forrester anxious on the CBS soap opera Bold and the Beautiful as he tries to escape his daughter's fury. Ridge probably understands that he made a mistake that could be disastrous when B&B progresses. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy Forrester offers Ridge Forrester something to think about. Following their lovely evening together, Taylor Hayes is shown thinking about Ridge Forrester in Bold and the Beautiful. He's thinking about Brooke Logan, though she can't get Ridge out of her head. When Steffy Forrester sees her parents looking at one another and spending time together, she is overjoyed. She wishes for a reconciliation between her parents. Steffy is unaware that they have previously gone beyond that boundary in Ridge's bedroom at the Forrester mansion. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy Forrester. She warned her father about it last week on Bold and the Beautiful. She probably had her broken heart condition in mind when she urged him not to harm her mother. In the heat of desire that night, Ridge most likely never considered the ramifications. Now, though, he probably will. Ridge hears Brooke Logan too late, according to B&B spoilers. Ridge Forrester didn't wait a day to approach Taylor after splitting with Brooke. Taylor, however, was waiting and willing. According to next week's teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor will inform Steffy that Brooke will attempt to entice Ridge back into her grasp. Taylor seems to already feel as though she and Ridge Forrester are in a new relationship. Additionally, Steffy seemed rather worried that Brooke might be able to lure the dressmaker back home. The spoiler tape then shows Brooke arguing with Ridge. She promises to return control of Forrester Creations to him. Spoilers about Steffy Forrester. Ridge Forrester from Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester appears to have gotten ahead of himself and has pushed himself into a hole. Steffy will most likely keep a close watch on her father if she finds out about their private evening together. Steffy Forrester will probably be a formidable opponent if he takes even the smallest step toward a reset with Brooke. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy supports Taylor Hayes. By moving in with her ex at the first hint of conflict in his relationship, Taylor has so far been able to get what she wants on Bold and the Beautiful. However, Brooke needs an opportunity to defend her action to Ridge Forrester. When Ridge learns why Brooke seems to have betrayed him, this could be the turning point in the game. With Steffy Forrester at the head of the pack, it can also turn into a major nightmare for the Forrester family. When Steffy Forrester warns her father, fans of Bold and the Beautiful wait for it to come to pass. History shows that he will soon return to his comfortable future, leaving his ex-wife in agony. However, Taylor appears to be a little more cunning this time. As a last-ditch attempt to get Ridge to return to her, some fans believe she may pull the broken heart syndrome card and include Steffy in her ruse. This sets the stage for Ridge Forrester to face Steffy Forrester's fury after seeing her mother's suffering on the CBS soap opera. Brooke discovers evidence that Ridge has leaked his heart in his love letter to Taylor. According to teasers on the Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes just gave Ridge Forrester a sentimental present that might be relevant to some upcoming drama. Taylor revealed that she had kept a pen from her first Christmas with Ridge for years in the episode that aired on December 24th. Consequently, Taylor began to reflect on all of Ridge's amorous notes. It's obvious that Taylor hoped Ridge would write her some new love letters because she intimated that he might be inspired to write again. What if Ridge actually chooses to do that? Now that he won't even go inside the Forrester Creations facility, Ridge has a lot of free time. It is easy to see Ridge thinking back on the pen that Taylor handed him and the fact that she basically asked for more romantic messages. Ridge may compose a new letter declaring his love for Taylor and suggesting that perhaps he was meant to be with her from the beginning. Maybe Ridge will put on a strong front by praising Taylor and giving her all the compliments he can. Ridge might start writing about how he never should have fallen for Brooke Logan in the first place and act as though Taylor is the only woman he should date. Ridge might express a desire to go back in time and always pick Taylor in this hypothetical letter. Brooke might discover a letter Ridge wrote to Taylor if the next story step was being set up by Taylor's pen gift and hint about love notes. If Ridge presents himself as though he has been battling his true feelings for years, it can offer Brooke a completely different viewpoint. Brooke can currently persuade herself that Ridge's need for consolation and misunderstandings were the sole reasons he resorted to Taylor. But Brooke might soon be able to witness in black and white just how deeply Ridge feels for Taylor. Perhaps Brooke will receive some heartbreaking news and evidence that Ridge has betrayed his feelings to Taylor. Naturally, B&B might reverse everything when Brooke and Ridge eventually get back together. Brooke may experience destruction until Ridge and Brooke reunite, but they always do. We'll give you more predictions about Taylor and Ridge's future and updates on what happens next because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that they might receive their own chance at a new chapter. Breaking secrets: will Zend expose Brooke's secret plan? Zend Forrester Dominguez volunteered to serve as a spy for Carter Walton and Hope Logan, according to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful. However, Zend has a secret. In a recent episode, he learned the specifics of Brooke Logan's CEO ambitions. Will he reveal them? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: will loose lips cause disasters? Viewers of B&B are well aware that secrets don't last long on this show. Carter and Hope have taken control of the business, while Steffy, Ridge, and Eric Forrester have banded together to fight the stolen Forrester creations. Although Zend is keen to provide for his family, they see his talent as an invaluable asset and anticipate that he will stay with Forrester. Zend is about to find out that he's in for more than he expected, even though his abilities could help stabilize the business and provide insights into the events that are taking place. He will be in a difficult situation where he is aware of Brooke's true intentions to become the CEO of Carter and Hope's business, but he is unsure if he should notify Ridge and Eric. B&B spoilers: Brooke Logan's revelation shocked Zend Forrester. When he found out that Brooke had taken the CEO job at Carter and Hope, he was completely shocked, but she had a secret motive. She revealed her true purpose in an open moment. She wanted to give Ridge back the company because she genuinely felt that he should have it. However, one must wonder what Zend will do with this newfound understanding. He had succeeded Thomas Forrester as head designer of Hope for the Future before Steffy disbanded it, thus it seems sense that he would be conflicted. However, Zend is also a Forrester, and Forrester Creations is his legacy, the hope for its future, and the legacy of Steffy, Thomas, and R.J. Forrester, the younger generation. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: what will Zend do? Zend is now in control of the situation. He can choose to tell Ridge of Brooke's plan, which might serve as a much-needed wake-up call for Ridge. Zend needs to inform the Forresters, so it's critical that he speaks up immediately. Will they listen to him? How will Ridge react? In addition to potentially improving Brooke's reputation among the Forresters, this discovery may change his relationship with Taylor and cause him to reevaluate his love for her. But would they believe Zend when she says that Brooke is part of Hope and Carter's scheme? They might also question Brooke's motives. This secret has the power to upend Forrester Creations and change its course. If Hope finds out about her mother's scheme, she might fire Brooke from the business. Brooke will win Ridge back in Remy and will fight when love, loyalty, and unadulterated ambition clash in a dramatic show of emotional intensity. Are two scenes in The Bold and the Beautiful where the narrative tension reaches a fever pitch. The storyline encapsulates the themes of love, power, and the human struggle for redemption as Brooke Logan's unwavering determination to regain her place at Ridge Forrester's side sets the stage for a powerful battle of hearts and wills, and Remy and Will's confrontation explodes with tension, both psychologically and physically. Examining how the intentions, deeds, and feelings of the characters blend in a dance of conflict and reconciliation, this 1,500-word narrative explores the complex dynamics of these intertwined narratives. One of the most captivating characters in the Forrester universe, Brooke Logan has always been a force of nature, distinguished by her tenacity and intensity. In addition to being a romantic relationship, her love for Ridge Forrester is a fundamental aspect of who she is and has endured decades of conflict, betrayal, and miscommunication. Brooke's resolve to win Ridge back becomes a goal motivated by love and the need to bring balance back to her life when his affections falter due to outside influences or his own uncertainties. The stakes are bigger than ever this time. Brooke's goals are seriously jeopardized by Ridge's recent liaisons with another woman, maybe Taylor Hayes, his longtime sweetheart and the mother of his children. Nevertheless, Brooke remains unfazed and focuses her efforts on demonstrating the strength of her relationship with Ridge. There are many obstacles to overcome on the road to regaining Ridge, both internal and external. In order to overcome the influence of those who want to keep Ridge away from her, Brooke must negotiate the complex web of alliances and conflicts that characterize the Forrester family. For instance, Taylor represents a distinct form of love that is based on kinship ties and a shared past, rather than merely being a rival. In order to highlight the weaknesses in her rival's claims to Ridge's heart, Brooke employs a multi-layered strategy that combines sincere emotional appeals with calculated moves. However, she fights not just against outside influences, but also against herself. Brooke has to face her own fears, her previous transgressions, and the scars that have characterized her relationship with Ridge. She develops as a character as a result, showing a greater comprehension of what it takes to stand up for love. The conflict between Remy and Will develops with thrilling intensity in tandem with Brooke's emotional journey. These two characters engage in a conflict that goes beyond simple rivalry since they are both motivated by very personal goals. Whether it's a personal grudge, career aspirations, or a last-ditch effort to gain respect and approval, Remy, a character characterized by ambition and a need for recognition, views Will as a hindrance to their ambitions. In contrast, Will is a man of principles and resolve, acting out of a sense of justice and a desire to keep people he loves safe. Their clash of worldviews, which mirrors the series' larger issues of power and morality, is as much about philosophy as it is about personal stakes. Although there may be visceral action sequences that heighten the drama, Remy and Will's conflict is not just physical. Additionally, it is a psychological conflict, a verbal and strategic combat that exposes the complexity of their personalities. Remy's strategies are characterized by guile and deceit, taking advantage of Will's weaknesses in an effort to obtain the upper hand. Despite the tremendous obstacles, Will refuses to compromise his values, instead relying on his moral compass and unwavering tenacity. Each of their exchanges is a test of wills and cunning that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Their conversations are tense. Their confrontation setting heightens the tension in the scene. Maybe it happens in a high-stakes setting, like a public gathering, a business boardroom, or even a remote area where the danger is increased by the absence of witnesses. Whether it is a physical conflict, a furious disagreement, or a mix of the two, the physicality of their dispute acts as a metaphor for the more profound emotional and psychological issues involved. Both characters are compelled to face their own reasons and the consequences of their acts as physical and symbolic blows are traded. The conflict between Brooke's attempts to win Ridge back and the conflict between Remy and Will as the two narratives converge produces a complex and nuanced tale. Being torn between Brooke and Taylor, Ridge can also find himself entangled in Remy and Will's dispute, with the consequences of their encounter influencing his choices. Viewers are kept interested in the conclusion by the dynamic and unpredictable plotline created by the interactions of these people and their individual journeys. The raw intensity of Remy and Will's battle is contrasted with Brooke's steady resolve, showing the various ways people fight for their beliefs, whether via strategy, love, or pure willpower. The story's theme examines the intricacies of interpersonal relationships and the extent people would go to in order to fulfill their ambitions. A tale of redemption and the pursuit of happiness in the face of adversity, Brooke's quest to win Ridge back is a monument to the strength of love and tenacity. Her character journey reflects the timeless appeal of love stories, where the difficulties of life and the flaws of the characters raise the stakes. In the meantime, Remy and Will's argument explores the darker side of morality and ambition, raising the question of whether the goals are ever really worth the methods. Their dispute serves as a warning that pursuing authority and approval frequently has a hefty price, for both the individuals engaged and those left behind. All of these threads come together in a moment of dramatic conclusion at the story's climax. The culmination of Brooke's efforts is a dramatic encounter with Ridge in which their true sentiments are revealed. The conclusion of their journey has a lasting effect on both characters and the larger narrative, regardless of whether it is a heartbreaking reunion or a sad parting. Likewise, the conflict between Remy and Will reaches a tipping point, with either character winning or possibly both losing and having to reassess their values. The drama and intrigue of The Bold and the Beautiful will continue to enthrall viewers as the fallout from these events creates the framework for new plots and difficulties. Ultimately, Brooke will win Ridge back and Remy and Will fight is a tale that blends the intense drama of conflict and ambition with the emotional depth of love and atonement. The story tackles themes of morality, resiliency, and the intricacies of interpersonal relationships through its numerous plot lines and well-drawn characters, creating an engaging and memorable chapter in the universe of The Bold and the Beautiful. Who will win in * Remy and Will's battle to save Electra? Today, the stakes are higher than ever as Will and Remy, two intensely motivated people, are engaged in a bloody conflict against the evil forces threatening Electra as well as one another. The protagonist of a dramatic confrontation between two men with radically different methods, goals, and ideas of what it means to be a hero is Electra, who finds herself in a dangerous predicament that threatens not only her life but also her very identity. The plot, which explores themes of devotion, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of justice, develops with astounding intensity. The struggle between Remy and Will is a test of mental and physical fortitude as much as it is an ideological struggle. Will is a staunch and morally upright guardian who sees the world in black and white. He sees preserving Electra as a moral obligation, an opportunity to make amends, and a chance to protect her at any costs. He takes a deliberate approach, depending on meticulous preparation, unwavering resolve, and an unwavering sense of obligation. Will's goal is personal because of his relationship with Electra, which is based on trust and sincere concern. His steadfast determination to protect her drives everything he does. In contrast, Remy is a wild card, a multifaceted figure whose motivations are a mix of self-interest and benevolence. Remy, in contrast to Will, works in the background, employing guile, inventiveness, and a readiness to violate the law in order to accomplish his objectives. His relationship with Electra can be more complicated, motivated by a combination of remorse, suppressed emotions, or a shared history that drives him to take action. In addition to defending Electra, Remy sees saving her as a way to prove himself or maybe make amends for a previous transgression. His unusual ways frequently contradict with Will's more direct approach, causing tension and conflict as the two men struggle with their divergent viewpoints. The danger Electra is in makes everything more urgent and complicated. It's possible that a dangerous foe has abducted her in order to gain leverage against one or both of her potential rescuers. On the other hand, she might be the victim of a highly personal betrayal, a corporate power struggle, or a vendetta connected to the greater intrigues of their society. Electra is by no means a helpless victim. Her fortitude, wit, and cunning make her a strong character in her own right. Even though she might be in danger, her strength and autonomy are evident, impacting Remy and Will's decisions as well as the dynamics of the rescue operation. The stakes and intensity are raised by the context of their conflict. The environment becomes a character in and of itself, influencing the action and requiring Remy and Will to adjust, whether it be a bleak and isolated area, a high-tech facility protected by brutal enforcers, or a chaotic urban setting rife with peril. Their conflicting views and personalities threaten to undermine their common goal, thus they are fighting not only against outside dangers but also against one another. As the pressure builds, arguments break out, their mistrust of one another rises to the surface, and their tempers flare. The stakes are raised by errors, near misses, and vulnerable moments as a result of their inability to agree on the best course of action to save Electra. As a result of their divergent strategies and brewing animosity, Remy and Will inevitably get into a violent altercation. Each man is bringing his own strengths to the table, making this fight as much a struggle of wills as it is a clash of bodies. Will has an advantage in strategy and stamina due to his training and dedication, whereas Remy is a dangerous opponent because of his unpredictable nature and cunning streetwise tactics. Their battle is violent and visceral, a direct manifestation of their resentment and core convictions. Even still, a part of them knows that the forces endangering Electra are their real enemy, not one another, despite their sparring. A crucial choice that compels Remy and Will to face their innermost desires and anxieties marks the story's turning point as it approaches its climax. Maybe they have to decide between protecting Electra and furthering their own goals, or perhaps a vulnerable moment discloses a secret that changes how they perceive the issue. This choice turns into a test of character, requiring both men to put aside their disagreements and work together for the benefit of society as a whole. They are able to reconcile their divergent ideas because of their mutual objective, which is to ensure Elena's safety. At the story's climax, Remy and Will team up to take on the real villain and save Electra in a moment of magnificent passion. Their cooperation is characterized by a renewed appreciation for one another's abilities and an understanding of the costs necessary to reach their objective. Every character is tested to the limit in this emotionally intense, fast-paced action. Elektra also plays a significant part in saving herself. Her bravery and resourcefulness are essential in getting over the last barriers. The characters, as well as the audience, are eternally altered by the conflict's satisfying yet sad resolution. Following that, the query, who will win, acquires a more profound significance. Remy and Will's battle is about development, awareness, and the decisions that shape who we are rather than triumph in the traditional sense. Both men come out of the experience as different people, and their common experience creates a connection that goes beyond their differences. Will finds that the adventure strengthens his faith in the strength of tenacity and moral clarity, while Remy's development shows a renewed appreciation for teamwork and a readiness to face his own fears. The experience changes Elektra as well, and her strength is demonstrated by her tenacity and will. The three individuals' relationships are irrevocably changed by their shared experience, which creates bonds that will influence upcoming plots and difficulties. The drama and intrigue of The Bold and the Beautiful will continue to enthrall spectators since the ending allows for new tensions and unanswered issues. Who will win in the end when Remy and will fight to save Elektra? It is a tale about the intricacies of interpersonal relationships, the quest for atonement, and the unwavering determination to defend our most treasured possessions. The story offers a compelling examination of selflessness, resiliency, and the transformational potential of a common goal through its vividly rendered characters and suspenseful plot, crafting a tale that profoundly connects with its viewers.